have two special awards. What's that dog doing now? Flipping dogs getting in on you. Sit down. Oh, we haven't finished yet. There are two special awards, and they are our annual merit awards. There are two awards. One is for an individual, and the other one is for a group. For some unknown reason this year, we don't have any nominations for the individual group award, but we have two people for the group award. There are two people who worked tirelessly, not only over the past 12 months, but from what I'm told, for quite a long time. And they are Emily Thornhill and Lillian Ledbetter. Saying that, I must look at it as it seems tonight. Thank you, dear. Yes. Thank you. And now for a very old-fashioned song. So that is all, and can I thank the people who received these? Come along, Rod, will you?
Oh, Rod, it is Rod now. Were you looking for the sugar? Went down to 30 cents.
It's not a bottle of whiskey there, was it? Anyway, we finished with these awards, and may I thank the people who received these awards. Thank them for their hard work with the talking newspaper, and of course to our two people who got the group and group merit awards for the work wherever they are working outside of the talking newspaper is greatly appreciated. And I thank everybody for attending tonight. Thank you very, very much. I'll take the opportunity of sitting down. Roddy, can you put last year?
You had one for 5 years, actually.
Bill Smaje.
No, 10 years, Rod.
I'm king of speech. This is your life. Good. You're born in Swan Street. No, what I'm told is you didn't live up to its name.
No, actually I was born in Fletcher Street in Topsham, and my mother moved to Swan Street.
Ah, take you with her.
Yes, she did.
Ah, that was a wonderful baseball, but it didn't live up to its name.
To be quite honest, no, anything less like a swan I've never seen in my life. It was a small, it was a glorified court, as a matter of fact. Most of the courts had one tap between everybody and a couple of toilets between everybody. We were the elite, we had our own toilets. The only good thing about the street was it was paved with nice clean paving stones, and I used to nip the chalk, coloured chalk from school, and
What do you mean by nicked?
I spend my life, or spend my time, drawing pictures on the pavements. And the good ladies in the roundabout, they looked after them. They wouldn't let the kids walk on, and they were there till the rain came and washed them off. But I spent quite a lot of happy times in Edgehill, and my mother decided she was going to move, so she moved to another part of Edgehill, and that was in Huskerson Street. We were there for quite a number of years.
Well, the same moving targets are there, don't they?
Yeah, you're right there.
Uncle, you get a lot of pleasure with the pictures of favourite artists, didn't you? And you,
Well, I hope so.
you continue to do it today.
I hope so.
Yeah. And you married Margaret. You married to Margaret. And you came to speak in
Yes, now let me answer that first, Rod. Yes. Definitely, yes.
Oh, definitely.
He married to Margaret for...
Well, it was 1946, wasn't it?
No, 1939 I got married.
1939?
Yeah.
My information's all wrong, isn't it?
The only lucky thing that happened to me in 1939, after I got married, I was recalled back to camp. 2 days after I got married. I was posted overseas then.
I know, I got it wrong. You came to speak in 1946, didn't you?
I did.
That's right, I got something right at last. It was a new estate, very little amenities for anybody.
It was a small country estate at that time.
Yeah.
It was mainly in Westgate that the people lived. I lived in 3 years in 3 flats. And then I moved to my present accommodation.
Well, I like that, I do really.
What?
My present accommodation is great.
Well, yes, my present accommodation. I've lived there now for 43 years.
There were a few amenities in speak, but and I think you started quite a lot of these things going.
Well, I never started the shops or the beer houses. When I moved up here, where the shops are now was a great big compound, and that was the Munich Construction Company. And as I say, the main body of speak was West Speak. And in those days, to my mind, there was an invisible wall down Western Avenue. The people in Western Speak, especially the very older people, they resented the intrusion of people from Liverpool. They were Speak, and quite rightly so, and the others who came up later on were Liverpool people.
Joseph,
Yeah.
you became a pipe in a lot of things going, didn't you? Community centre, for instance.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a well-known fact. Behind every man is a woman. This is so in your case.
Well, it is so in my case.
That's your lady wife, Margaret.
Well, yes, I must honestly say that I feel that I've given the best years of my life to the community.
Yes. Lady wife.
It's bound to know. He finds where it is.
Bill will join in now. Margaret,
That's it.
without your help behind the scenes, Speak would be a poorer place. You've done so much to help Bill, you don't have the time to give. And I say on behalf of all that Speak, thank you for what you've done.
Thank you.
You've got 4 children, is that right?
Yes.
Good. Well, we're going to try and touch upon a few of the things you've done, organisations you've got going, things that you've created, and there's no good else. But first of all, Bill, I think you should meet your family, don't you?
To bring all the family in.
This is a surprise.
Germany. Family.
Just arrived there.
And Thomas. Although he lives in London, he's still a Scotsman.
Well, you've just arrived today, I believe.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. Now, I'd like you to tell, you don't worry. I'd like to tell a few secrets about your father. You don't tell the truth, but just tell us something about it.
Well, my dad still reckons that the premium bond I bought 30 odd years ago, he's got a half share.
You said he sold it.
Well, he reckons when I was hard up needing someone, he sold me a share of it.
Oh. Oh, where did it go?
Come here.
Come on, let's hear what you have to say. Come on, tell us the truth about it now.
Well, he's
No, I get nothing like that, Bill. Come here.
he's not a bad fella.
You don't mean he's rotten, do you?
We won on the pools once, didn't we?
Yes.
I'm up, 12 bob. He sat in all day, raising outside of the
You don't have yet?
Still up the fence. No, we haven't got up yet.
What's the interest on it, Bill?
I couldn't tell you. Quite a amount.
Tom, why don't you come and tell the truth now?
What?
About it.
About him?
Yeah.
Rightly. What?
Did you hike on people on the train?
No, I drove down there.
Drove? Oh, God, all I say is, let me tell you something about you.
What can I say?
I don't know, that's only him as well.
He won't tell you nothing.
No, sir, you know, as well as being my dad, like, he's been a good mate, you know.
Been a good mate to everybody.
Well, I know that,
Yeah.
but, you can't say much about it, no, I can only say he's my dad.
It's Francis here. I'm sure you'll be able to tell us something. Come on. The others are too shy to get back to them. No, what you always said about me, say it in here now.
All the same, you've been able to believe.
We all say that. Thank you. Thanks. Now, you've got the cousin up here, Bill.
No, she never saw me.
He probably not well.
Francis. You see it?
No, yeah.
No.
Your favourite cousin disappeared.
Now, it's big community service, Bill. You and a few stalwarts set to work and got us going, didn't you?
Which?
Big community centre.
No.
Yes.
Let's say it has.
Hell, you will apply Piper, they'll follow you. Oh yes, don't argue with me.
I won't argue with anybody.
I'm sorry, but George here, our treasurer, has loaned us a great deal of money.
Nothing.
And don't worry, get it back. At great expense, we brought one of your friends here. Don't say it, we'll say it.
That's very good of you, Rob. Thanks very much.
It's all right, he's just got back to his office. Tell the organisation's got all wrong, he should be at the door. It's gone wrong.
Well, I couldn't tell you if he should be there or not, because nobody would know.
When's coming?
Be quite honest.
What?
He's my boss.
Oh, Bill,
All right, Dean. He's my boss at the community centre.
I was going to present the bill tonight for about £1,000 for all the cups of tea you've had.
Oh, thank you.
He doesn't make tea here as well, does he?
Oh, George, yes.
Don't see me. He's a leave out with the cash.
Right, you got the money all right, did you?
I did.
You banked it? Yes. The check doesn't go through in 3 days, let me know. Thank you very much. Thanks very much.
No, can I say just a few words?
Say, we got the rest of the night if you like.
When I came to speak 15 years ago, Bill was installed here as the chairman.
Installed?
Well, it feels like he was installed because he's never away from the building. His man will vouch for him. And he has been a loyal servant to this centre in the capacity of chairman, vice chairman for all those years. And can I finally finish by saying, Street would be very poorer for not knowing Bill, because he is a hard worker.
Thank you.
Being the chairman of so many committees and vice chairman, he has one before the chairs.
It's with anything else, as it is in the top community, itself here, we'll not provide me with a chair. Nobody else anywhere provides me with a chair. Just I don't know why I'm a chair.
Well, so you feel about it.
Still,
And the old OAP welfare committee.
yes, I think that's what it is.
Now then, you can tell us about that, will you?
Well, it's the Senior Citizens Welfare Committee. It's set up to cater for the elderly across the
Like it says here, yes, go on.
and we put people in touch with whatever facilities are available.
Yeah.
Lunch clubs, pensioners clubs, we fit door chains, smoke alarms, emergency alarms. We help them with their insurance
You're the agent, aren't
and
you?
whatever.
You're the agent, aren't you?
Well, I negotiate between
Oh, yes.
them and agents.
What about Christmas parcels?
Well,
Christmas parties, must be great fun. Do you wear a red cloak?
no. We used to issue parcels at one time, but we found out that somewhere along the line, some people get 3 parcels, some get 2, some get none. And at the time, there was very little cooperation between other organisations issuing parcels. What I wanted was a main distribution centre in Speed, where all parcels go. That didn't come about, so I gave that up. But I do involve myself in parcels that are issued by social services,
Yeah.
places like that.
I had an unusual experience the other day. I was standing at a bus stop.
Very odd.
I hadn't done my past. And I was talking to a chap. And I asked him, did he know you? He said, no. And I don't think he just landed. He looked quite human, but he didn't know you. Now, that's unusual, isn't it? Now, the Harris 1665, what are you going to tell us about that?
That was set up 22 years ago. I met a fella called Larry Harris. He was handicapped. His dream was to start a club and speak for handicapped people. He was a staunch fighter for handicapped people. Harry Harris never welcomed anybody. As you normally say to somebody, hello, what can I do for you? Harry never said that. When Harry met anybody, he always said, what can you do for me? That meant for him and other handicapped people. We did start the Harris Club and it's still going now. We have over 40 odd members. We did have transport, but that's fell through. What we're endeavouring to do now is get our own transport to take them to the club each Friday evening. We meet here at Speak Community Centre every Friday fortnight. We have 2 out of the year and a block holiday. We just come back from a block holiday at the telly. It was not my cup of tea. Holidays are not my thing. You know, I don't go on a holiday. But, sometimes I have to go because the people.
Come on, Fred. It's only going to wait for a Friday, that's all it is. What about the Speak Day Centre? Tell us a bit about that.
The West Peak Daycare Centre, that was started by myself, May Taylor, and Jan Ruff of Social Services. That was started in 1980, and that was to cater for the housebound and the elderly and infirm. Supposedly for people in Westmead, but of course we had requests from other parts of Speak. It still flourishes. It meets here at the centre every Monday.
Phil, have you kept out the arm along with all these activities?
My friend Janet Ireland, who
Oh.
is the police liaison officer, will tell you.
What
Are you using my name in vain?
One
See, the law takes the hat off. I was going to say that janitors never offer the use of a cell. I've had tea with janitors in a police station, but I always sneak out the back way because there's a lot of people who speak things just to know.
Come on, John, cheer up. We always know.
Wait a minute.
Sure.
I must thank Janet for her great help in many things and in many organisations I'm part of, which has been a great help to me. And I must say that she was a great help to the talking newspaper in our initial stages. She took us through many pitfalls when we first started, because when the talking newspaper first started, we were really raw recruits. David was the only expert. The rest of us had to learn the hard way, and Janet was a great help to us there.
We always know when he's seen you, Janet. Because you have the black ink mark on his thumb. Don't like looking at me being on holiday, you know. Come on, Janet, let's hear something about what you're involved in.
Tell the truth.
I only ever tell the truth because I know that. Well, I came to speak in 1976 in my present role of Assistant Community Liaison Officer at Speak Police Station. And I was told to go out and meet the people of Speak. And I did that the best way I could, and that was to go to every meeting that there was that existed for any reason. And everywhere I went, I met Bill. And if he hadn't started it, he'd helped to run it. He was on committees. He was chairing this, secretary to that, and I thought, my goodness. They call me a young police officer. I haven't got a quarter of his energy even now. But one thing I found out very quickly was that Bill wasn't just a committee person that sat round the table and talked. He was a doer as well. He put many, many younger people to shame for the amount of activity from them. Not slow to spot a good thing. I managed to get Bill involved in the police crime prevention panel that we've had here locally for a number of years. And Bill is still a member, offering, as always, extremely good practical advice to the panel about the concerns of the elderly and handicapped. He sat on many, many committees with me, and in recognition of his work, I was very proud to nominate Bill for the Merseyside Police Citizen of the Year Award, which he won in 1985. The then Chief Constable, Sir Kenneth Oxford, still has today one of Bill's cartoons. Because they wrote to Bill and invited him along to the ceremony at Smaje Avenue Police Training Centre. And the bottom line of the letter said, transport will be provided. Bill's quick mind and ready wit transposed that into a cartoon of himself sat on the back of a police horse, saying, Mr. Oxford, I knew you said transport was going to be provided, but I didn't really expect this. Bill gave me a copy of that cartoon at the ceremony. Ken Oxford saw it and said, can I have that in my office? Well, as a mere police constable, I had the gall to say, oh no, this one's mine. This is a Bill Smaje original. But he cajoled Bill into doing him a copy. So I have the original, Sir Kenneth Oxford. Bill, proud to have worked with you.
And you, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot.
Involvement in all these things and trying to argue a little. Didn't so you made it both papers or either paper. I don't know which is one, but we both can't be wrong, can we? No. Right. Now the bill. This is the Vice Bureau. It's another chair you've got in there. Don't look so worried.
A number of years ago, the 5 people got together and we decided to start an advice centre here in the community centre. They gave us use of the small room at the back there, and we got going. The people came to us, we gave them what advice we could. Then again, we were all recruits. We weren't actually welfare right experts. We decided to put in for a grant to start the CAB, and we talked it over and we decided we'd ask for £1,200 from the city council which to us in those days was a great amount. So somebody said, oh, well, we shouldn't help you with that much, we won't get that. Anyway, we were invited down, well, I was invited down to the city council. When you put in for an M&A grant, it's like an inquisition. You have to fill in about 15 pages of forms, and that's got to be duplicated about 15 times. So the one goes to each subcommittee of the council. Once you get over the first hurdle, which is the first committee, it's a bit of plain sailing after that. Anyway, we got our £1,200, and I was very surprised with people sitting there asking for £40,000. So I can say that the Citizens Advice Bureau, which is still in existence and it's over in Down Hall, started on £1,200, and I'm now the president of the Senior Citizens Advice, the Citizens Advice House. That is still in existence.
Speak service to the elderly, Bill.
Now
Yeah.
that was the only thing I was involved in that fell through. It was first started by a girl called Silva. She came to do a project in Liverpool and she picked on speak. She got involved with the elderly, and from there became the speech services for the elderly group. We had, some people here remember, we had a great exhibition speak. It was the biggest exhibition around, and we were very, very proud of it. It was the biggest thing that did speak. Unfortunately, through lack of support, it fell through, and as the usual thing, the people who start things in speak get moved out. Social services, the girl from social services, she got moved out with Germany Derby. People from the health centre, they got moved out. So it's lying dormant at the moment, although I'm still chairman. I said I'd do chairman for 6 months till he found one. That was 2 years ago. So if anybody wants a spare chairman. No, thank you.
What amazes me is how you collect all these dolly birds.
Well, I've known a few in my time.
No, don't use them as much.
I've known a few in my time, but it's only for using them for the purpose of getting my organisation going and carrying on.
Best story I heard. Come on, keep going.
Well, that's it.
What year am I Crescent 73?
Crescent 73, oh, that's run by
A dolly bird.
No, well, she's a dolly bird.
Of course she's a better.
Bobby mixed it, but I can tell you one thing, I don't think I get together as long as there's an argument. Oh my God. Yes, Robbie and Robbie's been working this thing now for over 30 odd years. And I've been on many, many different meetings with Robbie. Everybody has given up at that, but we can't discuss.
Robbie, all I can give you is 20 minutes. Come on, talk.
Right. Well, honestly, I don't know when I met you. I think I've known you forever.
I thought you had my sympathy.
I know the first thing you did for me was to record a tape, just how long ago it was, and Charlie Coon's melody.
That's a long time ago.
Robbie, did you charge him first?
Oh, didn't charge me anything.
Yeah, that's yours. What did you charge?
I must say, I first met Robbie at our first meeting of Crescent 73, and that took place in Ashley. That's where Robbie and I first met.
I'm glad you know. I can tell you an interesting tale about
Oh,
him.
good. Wait till we see like this.
He rang me one day and he said, Sir William here. That's a name.
Oh.
He said, Sir William. So I spoke to my organisation. She said, who was that? I said, Sir William Smaje. And she said, oh. So the next time she was doing the phone list, I looked up and there it was, Sir William Smaje. Until the day that woman left, she thought he was Sir William Smaje.
I would say, folks, it should be.
And they belong. Bill and I have worked a lot. Bill has helped me, but I was a bit green when we started. Certainly he's helped me a lot. He's given me a lot of advice. He's done no end of drawings and certificates for me. I'm not going to moan at him.
Why not?
I've got to keep his spirits up. But, you know, we really do support each other, apart from yesterday. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yes, please, what is it about?
Sorry, that's strictly confidential.
Oh, I
It's not right.
But really, Speed couldn't manage without Bill.
Have a date with Robbie tomorrow. The they could support.
Oh yes, we have.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Bit of an issue.
And I shall introduce you to the Lord Mayor
Thanks very much.
as Sir William Smaje.
Stand up here, see, Robbie.
Oh, I know of you.
Listen, Bill,
Complain to the warden.
you took to the Tory newspaper.
Yes, Tom.
The vice chairman of our setup, and you give it a tell.
All right, so fair enough.
He's the greatest bullying boss that anybody ever worked for. Bill, there's a few things you do not know about the Tory newspaper. You set up the newspaper originally in 76, was it? 76 did you start?
No.
I haven't got anything right to report. I've been on this for weeks.
Talking newspaper.
Yeah.
I'm not quite
Yeah, you watch your growth from strength to strength. It's quite having John in there. So it's,
You know, right, I suppose.
yeah,
That's where you go.
we make it.
Yeah, we have a great team. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites because you find the end product.
Thank you, sir.
You do find the end product. You get feedback from it. You always get a pat on the back from Dave. He's never fails to give you a pat on the back. He's a bit trying at times, like, but he doesn't give you the pat on the back if you do something good.
And you have a kick in the pants.
If you make a mistake, we know it.
Yeah.
Yes, as I say, David was at the meeting of staff, and he was asking for volunteers to help to start the talking newspaper. And I don't know why it's that much stuff that's going to be, Well, what goaded me on to joining the talking newspaper? David seemed to sit on his own with his dog. Right, the rest were all round in the set. And David spoke from there entirely on his own sort of thing. And he asked for volunteers, and I volunteered back. I've never regretted it. As I say, we started on nothing, talking newspaper, and we've gone from strength to strength. And I'm pleased to say, and I'm quite certain that we are one of the best talking newspapers in the country.
May I tell you that Bill is able to repair any machine, repairs cassettes. He's built most of our equipment in the way of woodwork, where we have for holding the cassettes in, helped to do the studio. Bill has been a wonder. He's always there to help you. If there's something you don't understand, just ask for Bill. If Bill can't understand, we scrap the lot and buy a new one. Bill, you won several awards, certificates, not just local, national. I think you're the only one I know of who has received 2 awards in Radio Merseyside from the Jolly Body. And the greatest one I think you received was Citizen of the Year.
Yes, Janet nominated me for Citizen of the Year. First in 1980, I didn't get it then. But then again in 1986. And from what I was told, the procedure was that the person who nominates somebody is told beforehand who has been given the award. For some reason or other, on my occasion, nobody told Janet. And I think Janet was more surprised than me when I was nominated for the award. But I looked at Janet and I could see that she had a right surprise on her face. But that was in 1986. In 1977, I was awarded the Queen's Silver Jubilee certificate for services in the community. But not just myself, there were 6 other people. There was the Harris Club was awarded as a club. Another staunch worker and speaker and his wife, Lon McChrystal and Gladys McChrystal, they both received the award. And Robbie Mixted received the award for Crescent 73. And a very dear friend of mine, who now lives in Plymouth, was May Turner. She was a very, very staunch worker. She was the oldest community service volunteer in social services. You couldn't get rid of May. Kicked her out, she went back in again. But unfortunately, due to bad health, May's not able to get around 2 months ago.
Yeah, but May does know what's happening here tonight, Phil, because at 87 years of age and in very poor health, she's very sorry that she wasn't able to travel. But June Roberts, her daughter, has asked me to give you this letter to say how much they hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you.
If you bear with me, I'd like to read you this letter. It's from 28 Bumbridge Lane, Aintree, Liverpool. And it's addressed to myself, care of Mrs. Janet Hyland. Dear Bill, on behalf of my mother, Mrs. May Turner, who unfortunately is not able to be with you tonight on your night, may I, for the rest of the Turner family, wish you every success and happiness on your evening. We know that you have devoted your life to helping others in the community and to helping the blind people with your talking books, a job which my mother enjoyed so much. I'm sure you will long to be remembered for all your hard work and enthusiasm given so freely and willingly. We will always treasure the memories of your humorous cartoons which you conveyed to my father when he was ill. We often talk about those days. May we wish you and your wife well for the future, Bill, and sincerely hope you both have a night to remember. God bless you always. June and Des Roberts, and that's May's daughter and son-in-law. I must say that it has made my evening to receive this letter.
Well, I'm going to go back to talking newspaper.
Thanks so much.
I'm a very great tea drinker. You always know where to go when the tea's made and occasionally get a cup of coffee.
Yes.
You've done everything there. But I don't think you've ever produced a magazine side. But maybe you will.
No. The reason for that is that when we first started, David asked permission if he could do the magazine entirely on his own, and he's made a good job. David has made a good job. If David any time wants us to say something on the second, well, all right, we do it. But that is David's job. And as I say, he's doing a very, very good job of the editing of the magazine side.
Well, I know you're Dolly Bird. Your dancing partner's here tonight.
Oh, yes.
Mary Jones.
Come on, Mary.
Come on, Mary.
I know you refused, but I hadn't done. Mary was on the team quite a while. She was one of the key members of the team. And due to ill health, she had to pack it up.
Your hat, sir.
You're now crowned King of
When I was a kid, my father had a blocker. he was in Colcastle, he wasn't a boss, but he always had a blocker. A lot of the men did in those days. Blue serge suit, white silk scarf, took round his braces, and a blocker. And when my father wore that blocker, my brother, no, I didn't have brothers, my sister and myself, we always knew what was coming. He'd walk in the house, he'd been to a funeral. The only time he ever wore the blocker was when he went to his funeral. And he'd walk in the door, take off his hat, and take out the sandwiches. He always had a blocker full of sandwiches. This reminds me of it. And thank you very, very much.